I'm on the moon. This is the future.
So cute.
I got orbs. Here we go.
Wow, that's crazy.
Probably the best headset I've used.
Literally just scrolling through the apps on my phone, but in the air.
So you can tell that where your eyes go, oh my God, that's crazy. It highlights the icons pretty easily.
Oh, look at that. That's cool.
Oh, look at that fluidness. So that's how you test the responsiveness, right? The latency, here we go. And the finer, and then the really fast. Yep, it's good.
There we go. Looks like 3D. Immersive, okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's fun. I want to reach out and pet the dogs. That's so cool.
Oh, wow. Looks like I'm with that dog right now. I feel like I'm at like Soarin' at Epcot. I'm like in a different world.
It's like a dream almost, where, you know, everything around you is kind of hazy, but, you know, that memory that you have is still right there. It's crystal clear, and yeah, the detail, wow. The individual whiskers you could see, which is pretty good.
It just doesn't feel as clunky. Granted, I'm not a fan of this, the being tethered. It's still less wires than we used to have to deal with before. If you remember the original headsets, there was just wires everywhere.
So look at your hands.
I got orbs. I got orbs. Here we go. You know, I like that you don't need a controller, but as far as like, you know, I played other VR fitness games and it kind of has the same premise, but with just your hands, which is nice.
Oh my gosh, whoa. Wow, that's crazy.
So what do you see?
I'm on the moon. This is crazy.
Oh, I guess there's the sun. Where is make sure I don't crash into anything. Where's Earth? There it is. Cool. I could just move around freely. This is really cool.
Okay, I'm here. Yeah, it's a VR space. And if I get too close to this, I start seeing what I'm gonna collide with.
Avengers Tower. It's like I can do a full 180 side to side.
Tom's Guide. And you do the two hands.
What? This is the future, I think, personally.
Like I can literally like touch it or Taylor Swift. Love it.
It's like an oversized keyboard. You just wanna push and make sure it actually hits what you want. Okay, there we go. Okay, scrolling, okay. Whenever you're looking at a specific thing, it kind of highlights it, and then of course tap it, you can see it.
I think it's very heavy. It feels like it's pressing my cheeks down a lot. I think if I was sitting watching a movie with like the proper like pillow behind me, I wouldn't have a problem with it. I also think maybe I just have to tighten it a little bit more.
I know this thing's on my head, but I don't really feel it. Like, I know some people said it feels heavy. To me, it doesn't. I mean, it's fairly comfortable as well. The fact that I didn't realize I've had it on that long tells you how comfortable it is.
I wouldn't do more than an hour on this thing. Luckily, you know, I'm not playing games because I know games will probably heat it up a lot faster, but would I want to wear this for watch an entire 2-hour movie? I wouldn't say so. I feel like it's also a little bit definitely heavier. I definitely noticed this compared to Meta Quest 2. It just seems a little bit heavier.
Put it on and write for a bit, and maybe mostly for entertainment, I think, is probably like its biggest selling point, but I'd like to try it out for writing and stuff like that.
Probably games. Definitely watching the Taylor Swift movie though.
I think the 3D photo was really fun. Like, I would love to just like do that with my dog if I was away from her for a while. I think that's super cool.
Probably productivity, just the fact that I could probably have a bunch of windows everywhere. The thing is, I would still want like an actual physical keyboard to write on. Obviously, that part I wasn't too impressed by. If I had like a MacBook Pro in front of me, I could just use it as normal and it'd be pretty seamless. But the fact that I'm not relegated to just a single screen, I could just have windows everywhere.
I think the big selling point here, the full VR experience, you could have that pretty much on any VR headset right now, but productivity where you could have that secondary screen, third screen, without actually having physical stuff in front of you, 3 monitors. We're gonna come to a desk like this, and that's the only thing you'll need. You just need your headset, no need for a laptop, no need for screens, you don't need a mouse, maybe a keyboard. To me, it seems like it's just gonna try and replace multiple stuff in your daily life.
I think if I were to invest in something like this, I would probably invest in like an Apple one, but I don't think I would spend the money on that.
I think at being 22 years old, I wouldn't be comfortable spending that much money on this.
If you're like a hardcore tech enthusiast, sure, but I wouldn't pay that much money for this. This is cool, don't get me wrong. $3,500, a little too much, but $2,000, I think that's a little bit more reasonable.
It's tough. Yes and no. I think for the average consumer, probably not, but for people that actually like Apple, for people who like AR or VR tech or XR tech, you know?
$3,500, if I had that money, that type of disposable income, then yeah, absolutely. But $3,500, that's, it's still not replacing my laptop. It's still not replacing my phone. If it did that, then it's incentive for me, but just to be basically an accessory to those devices I use, that's a tough sell.